Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I love the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. That's alright because I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. That kind of worked. It didn't work, but it kind of worked. Sorry, that song just played on the radio. Rihanna, killing it. And then Eminem shows up and he's like, and then I'm talking about nothing, and I don't know any of the words I'm saying. Sorry, Emma.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
What'd she say? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do in order for him to get the guilty verdict he deserved. I added guilty, but that is what she meant.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
Whoa. What? He tried to kill you? Oh my gosh.
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
Oh no. So that means you.
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming. Okay, we knew she was a witness in the Joe Dark. That's not the surprising part, Phoenix. That's crazy. Aw, poor Emma.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I think Joe Dark actually had some pretty wicked storm creation powers. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother. Dude, this sprite of Emma makes me so sad. She looks so done with everything.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then...
What happened?
Oh, you know, Mr. Marshall just got him arrested and everything's perfectly hunky-dory, Mr. Wright. I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture? That sentence is very good for plosives.
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth?
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it.
Okay, Phoenix. We knew Edgeworth was there too.
He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. If only I had brought my night vision goggles that day.
So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? I'm so confused. Who are these? Oh, wait. So the one on the left with the knife is Joe Dark, I guess, and that's supposed to be Neil Marshall? That doesn't look like how he looked in his other pictures. He looks scarier.
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out.
It's lucky she's alive. That's terrifying.
When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through so much. Oh, jeez.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant.
She looked so baby there.
I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out.
That was 2 years ago, so she was... I don't know, she's in high school right now. I don't know how old she is, but... Jeez.
I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago? Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright. You must have been 14. That's understandable. 14-year-olds are notoriously bad at drawing.
That's not the point! Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something puzzling. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor.
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
Where do they do the interviews? Like, how is he able to flee? I don't get it. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Because the detective's offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Did she know about being a prosecutor? Like, enough about it at that time? Like, detectives can't just become a prosecutor without any more training, can they? Lana used to be a detective. I'd better have another talk with her. Lana! Is she here? Hey!
Lana!
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't play mind games. What? Sorry. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. She told me how you still like Teletubbies. Why'd she tell you that? Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago? And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office? That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
Thanks, Lana.
A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. What? Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights off. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. No, we saw that sprite this trial.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing.
Oh gosh, she worked right alongside Gant, huh? Suspicious.
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever! They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
That doesn't sound allowed. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was
to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant. Right.
Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
They even had the same office.
We led a team of the best detectives on the force.
These three, huh?
Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho.
Oh yeah, all four of them are there.
Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us!
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Dark and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room.
Why is the room not locked? Isn't this the room? That door is locked. There's a guard there. Like, how did that...
From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
Was he running there trying to get to Chief Gant? Or to Lana?
That's where he found me.
So, you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana?
It appears so. I was filing some papers when Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark.
What? Huh? What? What?
When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out,
and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her. After all her sister must have gone through.
After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident.
That's right. Quite a coincidence,
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident just by chance.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself, the chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. New location unlocked. How do I get there? Whoa, I didn't mean to go here, but that works. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem kinda quiet around here today.
You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later. Yeah, I'll come back later. I just gotta talk to this guy. That man must be the chief of detectives. He's staring at the screen so hard it might shatter. What? Dark case may have finally been fabricated? That's what I thought all along. I just never bothered to tell anyone. Now there's a guy who cares about his work. Hey you, what's up? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. That's it! The villain used a time machine! Very clever indeed! That would explain the alibi! It's you! Okabe Rintaro! The future might not be so far away after all! He's not writing a report, he's writing a novel. Hey, we gotta read this novel at the end of the game. Detectives' desks. Okay, yeah, cool.
Hey, you.
Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy? Sarah? What are you saying?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed?
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
But, Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
True, I don't have one, bud, sorry.
Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean, fishy?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip?
That was Joe Dark's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
Yeah, just like that one. The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound and the victim sustained.
Ah, what does that mean?
It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us. No, I mean really, check out my chest.
It's still pulsating. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
Yeah.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around.
I don't know, Jake. I'm sorry, but look at Neil. Hot dog!
I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he? Your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You mean the
King of prosecutors.
I knew it.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years ago have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Apparently, someone tried to stop you.
Apparently?
Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. Tell me about these scars.
Oh, you want to see it again? Oh, it's still pulsating. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of.
Which one?
Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant. And Lana Skye. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Skye. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left.
Huh?
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective.
Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
Yes. Yes, I did. It was certainly enlightening.
There's one thing for sure I found out in the court that day. Today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy.
No, he's not. He's a sweet little boy.
He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you.
No, I believe you.
No, I believe you 100%. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
Sorry.
Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina.
Adios. Adios. All right. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what happened, what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yes, but the handprint, bro. Why'd you already forget?
Yeah. Excuse me. I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. You in your room, buddy?
Mr. Edgeworth isn't here.
Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. He took a real beating in court today.
Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago.
I guess we'll just have to come back later.
I almost sounded a bit Texan there myself.
Okay. So, we talked to everyone. We can't go into the evidence room. And that's all. So let's just do some examining around. What about the Blue Badger? This was a pivotal part of the case. Still writhing around today. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy. Okay, nothing different there. Okay. Actually, instead, I'm gonna learn from my past mistakes and go back to the detention center. Because she wanted me to go to Gant's place, but I don't have access to it yet. So I think I need to present something to her first to get access to it. Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence outside of court. It's taboo, especially when the interests of both parties are involved. She really means it.
Lana.
Does she say that about everything? Maybe I can present something to Emma. Yeah. It seems everything is somehow related to this incident.
What was it labeled again? The SL9 incident?
Yes, the name of everyone connected to this trial is listed in here. All that's left is to figure out just what role everyone plays in this case. If we search hard enough, I think we'll find our answers. What exactly did or didn't Lana do?
I'm not sure I want to know everything.
That's fair.
We owe our entire success in court today to this tape.
At first, I thought it was a joke, but it turned out to be a gold mine of evidence.
I counted a total of 5 clues in it.
It also gave the Blue Badger some publicity. Of the negative sort, that is. This fingerprint was left in the locker when Marshall was stashing his bloody coat.
I guess that blood wasn't Mr. Goodman's after all.
Nope, just that of an overly zealous patrolman.
So there wasn't a murder at the police department at 5:15 in the end.
I wonder what's going to happen to Officer Marshall now. This jar's pretty fragile.
It looks like it's about to break apart.
What do you mean, about to? It's already broken.
I meant again.
This piece was found in Detective Goodman's evidence locker. That means...
This is somehow related to that other incident.
Huh.
Mr. Goodman didn't have this on the day of the crime, right?
Right. A few days before he was murdered. He had filed a lost item report. Although stolen item is more like it. Swiped by that lone wolf who dressed up like him.
I never would have thought Officer Marshall the type to do something like that.
It didn't come off as much as a surprise to me. Hey, you didn't know the guy? This screwdriver was at Edgeworth's office, wasn't it?
Yes, he said it didn't have anything to do with the crime.
Then what are we doing carrying it around?
Hey, don't ask me. I'm not the one making the decisions around here.
She's calling me out. If I recall, Edgeworth said Chief Gant asked him to take this to the prosecutor's office. Yeah, he had him go to the evidence room so that he could be, framed for that. And then he had him take his car, where probably Mr. Goodman's body already was in the trunk, to where he needed him to be at his office to put the evidence away there. And so, I just know that Gant was orchestrating all of this. I just need to find out how to get into his office.
Mr. Edgeworth is so kind giving us something like this. Hey, you don't think he likes me, do you?
Emma, you're 16. He's like 27. Are you okay, Emma?
Mr. Wright, hurry, run! Achoo!
I didn't run fast enough.
Here, I'll wipe those fingerprints off your face.
What? Did she sneeze the powder into my face? Might as well wipe my dignity away too while you're at it. Come on, Emma.
There's only one number left to check out.
That's right. We now know the other numbers aren't related to the murder. 777777, an executive officer.
7777777.
I believe that's 7 too many. We can't find out whose number this is unless we have some incriminating evidence. That's going to be hard to dig up by tomorrow. Yeah, okay. And that's all I can talk to her about. Did that open anything up for you? No. Let me just go do some investigating. Okay, I just clicked on the trunk.
I never knew the SL9 incident referred to...
The Joe Dart killings. Everyone in this case played some part in that incident. This has to be more than just sheer coincidence. Yeah, I know that there's...
This rope, is it...
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the body. Okay. It's so hard to tell what exactly they're gonna say new stuff about. Because... Like, I just clicked on the trunk, and I guess that's where we found the note that related to SL9. So, in a way, it makes sense that they would talk new stuff about it, but it's not like that really even led to any new information for me, so maybe it's not important that I clicked on it. I don't know. Okay, after I did something, then I could come back here and there's more stuff to do. I don't know what I did. You saw everything that I did, so I don't know what I needed to do to... whatever. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
I thought he just told us we can't. Wow, what an office. This is not an office, this is a church. He's got a lot of fancy decorative breakables over there. I bet that's where the urn came from, no? Because, this is the office that the other crime took place, the Joe Dark killing Neil Marshall. So for sure that's included. But nobody witnessed it. I mean, just look behind in the picture. There's the urn. Boom. I just don't know what it has to do with the case. Whoa, where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach.
I think that's because you used to balk like a chicken. That's the wrong balk. Ah, what did she say? Oh, come on. I didn't skip it.
I never could remember where C was.
Yeah, see, I was making a joke about how she's bad at the organ. That's all that the game was doing too. We're both making jokes together. Surely my joke was better.
There. Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in it. He put that paper he was reading in his desk.
So, Righto, have you been swimming lately?
No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately.
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement.
Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there?
Yes, I do.
That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it. I mean, the shield is still broken, and there's the urn. I don't know what that armor over there is, but cool. We got evidence. Oh, well, there's the knight, and then the urn was sitting on top of the place that I mentioned before, so.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up in here, so let's go out together.
Oh, like on a date? Sorry, but I'm waiting for Mr. Edgeworth to...
Emma.
Did I say Edgeworth? Is that right? Yeah, Phoenix, right, is again in Edgeworth. Okay, got my story together.
But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
All the same, we'd like to still have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out of here, you scamps. I have a meeting to attend.
Okay.
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean, like a clue?
There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. And we'll find that way.
Next time on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Rise of the Phoenix Ashes Edition DLC.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hey, why not ring that bell icon? Hit the like button, subscribe, and, well, you could comment down below if you really feel like it. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay?
Peace out.